sana, tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. Yesterday, William Ruto appointed Davis Chirchir as the chief of staff in his office. And already that appointment is raising a lot of suspicion. Davis Chirchir is a former director of information and technology with the defunct IIEC, an electoral body. And then Davis Chirchir has also served as a former CS for energy. And in 2017 presidential election results, Davis Chirchir was Jubilee's chief agent in the presidential election, and he was widely seen, or rather he was accused by NASA that he might have hacked IEBC servers, maybe with the help of the government or with the help of IEBC itself, and that enabled him manipulate presidential election results in favor of Uhuru Kenyatta. So this is the man William Ruto is appointing as chief of staff in his office. Why do you think William Ruto went for Davis Chirchir? In this analysis of today, I want us to see in clear terms why, with that notwithstanding, William Ruto saw it fit to appoint Davis Chirchir as the chief of staff in his office. I know there might be so many reasons that can explain why Ruto appointed this man, but I want us just to have a look at some few reasons that can best explain why William Ruto went for Davis Chirchir. The first reason, William Ruto is trying to create a perception that he is in control, his votes cannot be stolen, he is the system. And I'm saying he's trying to create that perception because Kenyans now have been made to believe that for you to win a presidential election in Kenya, then you must be part of the system, or you must have a part of the system supporting you. And I'm saying that because in 2017, Davis Chirchir was widely believed to have been part of the system that actually rigged elections in favor of Uhuru Kenyatta. And that made a majority of Kenyans feel that this man Kumbe is also part of that deep state. So by appointing Davis Chirchir, William Ruto is just trying to create that perception that, look here, I have a part of that deep state on my side, and now my votes won't be stolen. That's the kind of a perception I believe William Ruto is just trying to create here. And that has the potential of actually creating some excitement in his stronghold. An excitement that can actually make his supporters turn out in large numbers to cast their votes for him, because they will believe, or rather they will now be made to believe that their votes will actually count and they won't be stolen simply because of Davis Chirchir. And then secondly, Ruto himself strongly believes that Davis Chirchir, having served as the Director of Information and Technology, he knows the workings in IEBC. He knows how the system works, where the votes can actually be stolen. So William Ruto believes that with such kind of an expertise from Davis Chirchir will be able to help him stop any rigging. If at all maybe IEBC wanted to rig William Ruto's votes, then Davis Chirchir might be in a well-informed position to actually stop that. So William Ruto is just appointing him because he strongly believes Davis Chirchir will help him stop his votes being stolen. Another reason, in 2013, William Ruto had the privilege of appointing almost half of cabinet secretaries in Ruto government. But we saw William Ruto largely appointing almost 99%, if not 100%, of those cabinet CSs from his ethnic Kalenjin community. And as I talk right now, there is a vacancy that has arisen in the office of the Deputy President. You know, some few months ago, Ken Osinde passed on, and Ken Osinde was actually serving as Ruto's chief of staff. But now that Ken Osinde passed on, William Ruto found it. He found a very good opportunity to actually appoint his tribesman in that position. And that tribesman of his is none other than Davis Chirchir. This shows clearly that William Ruto is an ethnic chauvinist. He makes decisions based on ethnic. He makes decisions based on ethnic persuasions, and that's exactly why he's actually going for this Davis Chirchir. Yeah, he just found a good opportunity of actually appointing one of his tribesmen into his office. And then another point, Davis Chirchir, when he was serving as the director of information and technology in the defunct IIEC, he was accused of irregularly awarding some tenders, millions of tenders, to a company by the name Blacksmith and Osman, a company that goes by such kind of a name. And then when Davis Chirchir was acting as a cabinet CS for energy, he was again sacked over allegations of corruption. And so we are finding William Ruto here appointing that kind of a person as the chief of staff in his office. That shows clearly that William Ruto does not care much about leadership and integrity. As long as you can help William Ruto achieve his political ambition, then largely does not care about leadership and integrity. If you can help him find some shortcuts to the presidency, he has no problem with you. And that also puts William Ruto's integrity into question, because also William Ruto himself, his integrity is also questionable. Yes. And so it's just finding a person again with another questionable character. And then another point, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at Davis Chirchir and William Ruto, from where I said these are birds of the same feather, William Ruto is highly being accused of some mega corruption, the Western Hotel, the Aurora and Kimware dams. These are all things in public domain. Same to Davis Chirchir, he's being accused that when he was serving at IIEC, he might have gotten a lot of wealth as a result of corruption. And then also when he was serving as cabinet CS for energy, the same thing happened. So we are seeing a classical example of birds of the same feather actually flocking together. These are leaders and personalities with some kind of same qualities or same characters. They are all being deemed to be corrupt. They are birds of the same feathers. So from where I sit, ladies and gentlemen, I strongly believe William Ruto saw it fit to appoint this personality because they might be of the same feathers. Having said all that, ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto is currently in the United States of America. And so far we have seen William Ruto appealing to the international community to help them stop any rigging in this year's August presidential election. And that goes contrary to the William Ruto we know. Because William Ruto all along has been branding Raila Amolo Odinga as a perennial loser. When Raila was actually advocating for free fair election, William Ruto was very busy castigating and attacking Raila Amolo Odinga and his team. William Ruto was actually branding them as perennial losers. So in this case, William Ruto most likely might be sensing some looming defeat. So he's crying to the international community to help stop any rigging. A rigging claim that William Ruto all along has been saying there will be no rigging. And that also can explain the exact reason why William Ruto went for Davis Chirchir, a person who in 2017 was actually accused of hacking IEBC servers with the help of the government or with the help of IEBC itself to manipulate presidential election results in favor of Uhuru Kenyatta. And before I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, in case you've just bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. To those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.